Hello and welcome to the Culinary Adventures of Mad Zach. I'm Mad Zach. We're on episode 10 and we're making some lasagna. To make the lasagna, we're going to need to gather some good ingredients here, and those ingredients are 1 box of lasagna. I went ahead and got the no boil kind, so you don't have to do anything prior to using them. A pound of ground beef, 2 jars of tomato sauce, which is 2 jars of 24-ounce tomato sauce, so that would be 48 ounces total if you're keeping track. 1 15-ounce container of cottage cheese, 2 cups of mozzarella cheese, 1/2 cup of grated Parmesan, 2 eggs, 1 tablespoon of parsley, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1/2 teaspoon of pepper, and 1 dash of nutmeg. I'm going to get those together and then we're going to layer us some lasagna. And we're back, got all those ingredients together. I went ahead and I pre-browned our ground meat. You just want to put it into a skillet, no oil, no nothing, just brown that on up, okay? And then I'm also going to set the oven to 350 and let that go ahead and preheat while we actually layer up this lasagna. Okay. I'm going to bring this over because we're going to use it as we layer. So what you want to do first is you want to mix all the dairy type ingredients. So all the cheeses, the eggs, the salt, the pepper, those types of things. You're just going to mix them up and kind of make kind of like a creamy sauce thing. So just dump it all in a bowl and stir it on up. So we're going to add the mozzarella, Parmesan, the ricotta cheese, it's really easy. We're going to do our eggs. And all your seasoning. So salt, nutmeg, parsley, and pepper. And I'm just going to chop up the ricotta because it's kind of a big chunk of where it came from. Then, just get your mix on. Okay, now that we're done mixing everything up, it's time to layer this. So you want to go ahead and grab your nice 9x13 glass preferable baking pan, and you're going to take a cup of the tomato sauce. Just go ahead and lay that on the bottom initially. So that's about half of a container. And then you just want to get a nice even layer of it on the bottom. It's not supposed to be thick. I do love the smell of tomato sauce. I think I like tomatoes too much. Okay, then you just follow a nice little process. The first process is you put 4 of these cool looking noodles, no pre-boil. You just put them down to lay across. Try to overlap them a little bit. Now you're going to do about 1/3 of the cheese mixture that you just made, and you're going to just layer that on top as well. And then just keep it all even. Now you're going to take a third of your meat and you're going to put that on top of the cheese. Then you're going to top it off with another cup of tomato sauce, and then you're just going to keep going through that process until you're out of noodles. It should be 4 layers of noodles. And the top layer, you're going to want to not put cheese or meat on top of that. It should be just noodles and sauce, because you're actually going to put a little additional cheese on top because we love cheese in this. So I'm going to go ahead and layer that up, and then we'll be back real quick in a jiffy. Okay, we have finished layering out this deliciously cheesy and tomato sauce, a pot of goodness, plate, pan. It smells really good. I wish you guys could smell it. But what we're going to do now is add a little bit more cheese, because you can never have enough cheese. You're just going to sprinkle that over the top. Then you're going to cover it with a sheet of foil. Remember, shiny side down, because that reflects the heat. So it'll keep it cooking inside very nicely. Okay, now what you're going to do, it's going to be about 60 minutes total to cook this, but for 50 minutes you're going to cook it with the foil on. After that 50 minutes, the last 10 minutes you need to remove that foil. You're just going to cook it uncovered. That's going to really kind of crust up that top, and it's going to help kind of solidify everything together nicely into a good little cake, cheesecake of goodness. So we'll put this in the oven, and we'll be back in about 60 minutes. After about an hour and 15 minutes to allow it to cool, so I can cut it and show you what it looks like, we are done. And this thing has made the whole house smell amazing. Every time I do something, it makes the house smell great. Why do people buy air fresheners? I don't know. Okay, so let's take a look at that lasagna, and then I'm going to put it on a plate so we can see how well it turned out. Wow. That looks amazing. We're going to go ahead and cut it. Get it off the sides. Let's see how well I can do this. That didn't work out very well. Maybe let it cool a little longer. But that still looks great. And there's the last bit. Of course, you can top this off with a little Parmesan cheese, or mozzarella cheese, or Romano, or more cheese for the cheese with the cheese, right? But anyway, this was a request by Jason. So Jason, here's your lasagna recipe. All you out there, be sure to leave us a comment. Let me know what you want me to make. I'm more than happy to find out how to do it and make it for you. So leave me a comment. Tell me how it works out for this dish or any other future dishes you'd like me to do. Thanks and have a great day.